I honestly will have to say that I was treated like all the other females and people on the campus. Nothing special. I was not shy about my background, but I was very reserved about introducing myself as an Indian unless they asked what ethnic group I belonged to. And if they knew, they could care less, you know. So I wasn't exposed to any, you know, animosity. I had friends just like everybody else. It was interesting. If anything, I shied away more from them than them shying away from me, you know, because I had to, I think I was more interested in showing my educational background, what I was exposed. You know, you're more academic associated rather than socially. Even my high school annual, I said I wanted to be a laboratory technician or technologist. So I knew way back then I wanted to major in science and become a scientist or work in the laboratory. So I knew when I was in high school taking chemistry and biology and physics, and that I wanted to become a scientist. So it's just something that I grew up with, and I was exposed to my older siblings going to college, so I didn't even think that I wouldn't go to college, you know. So it was, and I was limited to, after my first 2 years, as to where I did go to major in medical technology. So I was very blessed that I got accepted, even though there were statutes that Indians were not allowed to go to the University of North Carolina in Chapel Hill. So I was, without even realizing that maybe I would be the first, I just was so glad to get in, you know, or apply. I remember, and Roy Armstrong, that was, he was the dean of the admissions. And he was familiar with the statute, so he just said, he looked at my record, and I had been valedictorian of Pembroke High School in 1950. And he looked at all my grades my first 2 years, and he knew that there would be no other reason other than I was an Indian not to if I applied, to be accepted. So they just ignored that fact and told me to apply, and I did. Had such a variety of other things going on. You know, you can just, and certainly every college life is what you make it, and I tried to absorb everything I could beyond just staying in the laboratory, in the chem lab, more than half my time. Yeah. I'm sitting here thinking, the best way I can describe the students today is they're so much smarter. They know so much, they're exposed to so much, and the technology has changed. I'm just awed with what they are learning compared to what I learned. The students are so bright. It blows my mind sometimes when I think about how they have a look into the future, and they know probably some of the next steps in progress that's being made is in the whole scientific world. It's just amazing. I'm certainly proud of it. I had no idea when I was here that I would be the first one, but it's made me appreciate the goodness that can come to somebody that it was from a situation like I grew up with, you know. So yes, it's made me very proud that to be an American Indian, because I never visualized it whatsoever, this happening, that I would be the first pioneer. So it's made me feel good from that standpoint.